Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. I am Nancy Quinn, business coach and body language trainer to interior designers, and I am with my associate coach and luxury interior designer, Lesley Myrick. Good morning, Lesley.
Good morning. My lighting just went weird and now I'm all like dim and moody. So you're like bright and airy and like workouty, and I'm all dark and dramatic this morning.
Yeah, because I went for my walk this morning and looked at the time and went, I better get on the computer and not shower until after.
We got designers to coach this morning.
Exactly. So I like this topic. I was just talking to someone about this yesterday when they want to go back to all their past clients. This particular new Profit Insider who joined our group for our starting date is in September, but she already came into the group. Mm-hmm. She has over 500 past clients and no website. So she's getting ready to do her website and she wants to go out for testimonials. Mm-hmm. So this is perfect timing. And this is what I talked to her about yesterday. So why don't you get us started with who asked this question and how they asked it?
Nadine's question is, I've been asking clients for testimonials and they either don't respond or they say they'll do it, but they don't follow through. How can I get more online testimonials without being pushy?
So this is such a common question, right? And this is what we hear all the time. I ask my clients at the end of the job for a testimonial and I just don't get anybody. Like nobody responds. They just ghost me. What do I do? So I remember the first time a coach taught me this one trick. Mm-hmm. And I thought, so I'm going to kind of reverse the order of what we're saying here. Because I thought, oh, that feels icky. Like, I don't think I want to do that, right? But I did it and it worked. And I thought, okay, wow, this is fantastic. And what I did was I wrote the testimonial for the person. I knew after working with me what had happened in their business. Yep. And I knew that people get nervous writing testimonials, as I do, because you always want to say exactly what the person wants you to say and also reflect accurately your experience with that person. But what I did was I wrote the testimonial for my client, 3 or 4 sentences. I sent it to them and said, hey, I wrote a testimonial as you. Based on our time working together, could you please review it and let me know what you think, modify it accordingly, of course, if you need to, and send it back. I would like to use it on my website. Immediately, Lesley, it was like, this is perfect. Thank you so much. I loved working with you. And I'm like, okay, that worked within 5 minutes. Like they were at their computer. So talk a little bit about this because this is a method now we're all using and it's amazing.
I had the same thought, Nancy, initially that I was like, this feels icky. It feels pushy. It feels bossy. And I will tell you, my experience has been the same where I have gone ahead and pre-written, sometimes depending on the person, sometimes 2 versions. And I'll say, hey, client, I'd love for you to leave an online review. I've gone ahead and drafted a couple of options. If you like these, you can copy and paste, but feel free to edit or write your own. And the response has always been positive. People are so grateful. You have taken the mental load off of them. Yes. Because they love you. They want to do right by you. They know testimonials have value. And that's often why they freeze and ghost and avoid it or say they'll do it and don't. So this has been a huge asset in my business when I have pre-written it for them using their words, using my knowledge of our experience. Within minutes, this sounds great, fantastic. And then I send them the direct link to my Google review page. All they have to do is copy and paste. They're happy, I'm happy. And here's the real benefit to this. Never mind just getting the testimonials, but you can then strategically write them to put in keywords you want to be found for, things about you and your services and your experience you want people to know. And you can really make these work for you. It's no longer just, Lesley was great to work with. We love how our home turned out. But Lesley did a phenomenal job from start to finish. She handled every detail. We had an issue with the contractor that she resolved quickly. We are so thrilled with our experience. Like, that's a huge difference to a potential client, seeing she was great and we loved her versus yes, here's the nitty gritty of why this experience was good, why I believe in her, and why I'm recommending her. And you get to craft that and people love it. I mean, it is a total win-win. And it feels like the sneaky secret because people aren't doing this. My experience is every client I have done this for is grateful and loves and appreciates having that.
Absolutely. And as you're talking, I'm thinking like you get to highlight your strengths as an interior designer and how you manage the job. So you can highlight your creative vision and how it turned out. You can highlight your how you nailed the client's desires and vision perfectly, right? Or you can highlight your process. You can highlight your communication skills. You can highlight so many things when you're writing the testimonial, knowing that the client appreciated those things, but you can direct different testimonials to different skills that you do well so that you have a nice variety of testimonials on your website rather than the same old thing that everyone always writes, which is what you just said. Lesley's great. I so enjoyed working with her. She is really organized, and she really nailed it. Like, how many clients would just say that typical thing over and over again? Then it looks like you have all the same testimonials. So you get to craft them. I love the idea 1, 2, or 3. If you want to give somebody 3 choices. I did a forward for a book once. So not a forward, but a testimonial for a book before it came out. So they would actually be quoting me in the book that I had read the book. And they gave me 3 options. I read the book. I had been dragging my feet on writing this for her. She had a deadline. So she wrote 3 testimonials, sent them to me going, I crafted 3 reviews for you and testimonials on my book. Pick one or modify whatever you'd like. I was like, thank the Lord.
Yes, thank goodness.
I was like, one, send it back. Like, I love it. And I did. I read all 3 of them and I was so appreciative. So here's a little trick, everybody. Write a bank of 15 testimonials. Have them ready, pre-written about your services, about your company. And after you work with the client for a while, you might be able to match one to the experience you feel the client had and then remove it from your testimonial bank so you won't use it again and recommend it to someone else. Or write them each time custom or use ChatGPT to assist you with these.
I was going to say that ChatGPT is a huge help here with getting these started.
Okay, so pre-writing your testimonials and then using those words when you're crafting it for one of your clients in order to make their life easier is a great tip. Writing the testimonials for your client was tip number 1. And number 3, which I think is probably the greatest and easiest, is recording every meeting you have with your clients and letting ChatGPT pull out the great things they have said about you, your service, the design, the experience, anything. Because really what happens, and I know all of you who are listening, live or on replay, will understand this. People say a lot of really good things when you're in the process. Like, oh my God, Lesley, you nailed that fabric. How did you find that fabric? That is perfect. It's what I imagined, but I couldn't find. Or that's so my husband and I are so happy. It's perfect for his height and my height. They say things throughout the process that you just go, oh, I'm so glad you're happy with it. And you forget it.
Yeah.
If you captured it on a recording, and if you're loading up your recordings into a GPT and having them summarize it, one of the prompts you can ask it for is, can you spit out anything the client said where they were happy with me, my company, my process, or the design? And ChatGPT or whatever GPT summarizer you're using will summarize all the good things they said. Imagine you being able to use the actual words that the client said in your testimonials as opposed to kind of making it up, right? It's beautiful. We use it all the time.
Yeah. And I think that's today's bonus tip is if you are not recording the audio of all your client meetings and engagements, you need to be, because I'm finding this in my own business. It is massively valuable to have those recordings, to go back and have it create summaries, pull testimonials, pull action items. Like, holy moly, it does a better job than I ever could. So you want good testimonials, be recording throughout the entire design process, not just hoping at the end the clients remember all the details of what happened over the past 6 months, 8 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years in your project together.
Yes, so we're giving that tip as related to testimonials, but there are so many reasons why we are teaching to record your sessions in the Academy. Our Profit Insider Academy Next Group program is starting September 23rd. We already have 2 people in. I have applications review calls on my calendar. If you want in, please go and fill out, I think there's a link in this live, fill out an application for our accelerated program and get in soon because we're going to be closing the doors. This program, we just had a group end, and didn't they do fantastic?
I mean, it's amazing the transformations that can happen when you have accountability from your group. You've got coaches who know the industry, and man, it's exciting to see that this can actually be a profitable, sustainable business to run. And I know a lot of you are sitting here going, can it? Because it's hurting right now.
Yeah. And the woman who came in yesterday or a couple of days ago to the group, she came right in and never even spoke to me. And I said to her, how did that happen? And she said, I've been following you for years. And I just knew that it was time for me to start making money and stop feeling so insecure about who I am and what I offer and the pricing. And am I doing it right? Just like all the questions that you have as a solopreneur. Am I doing it right? What order should I do things in? How do I do these? And then once you learn how to, it's different once you start implementing, right? Because now it's like, okay, how do I get more clients in the door? How do I price everything right? What service models should I have? How do I get the best margin on furnishings? How do I deal with contractors? My bookkeeping, my numbers, my banking, my everything, right? We cover it all. But once you start bringing in new business under new service models, under new pricing models, we get a little panic sometimes, and we have to then be there, and we are, to talk you through literally the step-by-step communication you need to have with these clients through the proposal process, through the invoicing process, through the contract process. Every step of the way, we're there to help you make the right decision so that you don't get caught with unexpected problems in your business that then you have to fix, right? It takes a lot longer, guys, to fix something than it does to do it right from the beginning. Yeah. So in our group program, we have people who are trying to do it right from the beginning and are doing it right from the beginning. And we also have people who've been in business anywhere up to 25 years and said, I've never quite done it right. And I've never made the money I should have made. And I finally, before I retire, want to prove that I can do it. So we have that also in our groups. So anyway, wide range. If you're struggling with growing your business, struggling with your profitability, and just enjoying what you've decided to do because something's not going right and you're not sure what it is, fill out an application for the Profit Insider Academy and get on my calendar and talk to me about it. I'll let you know if the program is right for you. And if it's not, I will tell you. Okay. Anything I'm missing?
No, just know that there's like this testimonial thing is just one little pivot you can make. And it's one of so many that we're able to share with you inside the Profit Insiders Academy. So if you are finding value in Nancy's Interior Design Business Forum Facebook group and these weekly lives, trust me, you need to be in the Academy.
Yeah. Somebody said to me once, if this is what you share outside of the paywall, this is how they worded it, I can't even imagine how much I'm going to learn inside the paywall, right? When I'm actually paying for coaching services. And it's true. Lesley, literally these lives we do are these little teeny snippets of a sea of things that we teach interior designers to make sure that they're running a profitable business and getting the business they deserve. I mean, everybody works so hard. Yeah. Right. So, all right, everybody, go have a great Thursday and the rest of your week. Lesley and I will see you next week. If you have a question that you would like us to answer during these lives, go into the Interior Design Business Forum, my private Facebook group. At the top, there is a pinned post where you can submit a question. We will always change your name, so don't worry about that. And this is how we source questions for this broadcast. So, all right, I will see you next time, Lesley.
Bye, everyone.